As a horse owner, the health of your horse should be your first concern at all times. If you fail to recognize the subtle symptoms of an illness in its early stages, your horse's condition may rapidly deteriorate and possibly lead to its death. Therefore, it is essential that adequate medical tests are conducted, that the appropriate therapy is applied, and that your horse's health is maintained during the entire year. At our channel, we encourage all horse owners to conduct routine health checks on their horses so that any issues can be identified right away and addressed in a timely manner. This allows for the most effective treatment possible. The ability to spot problems in their early stages is one of the finest methods to keep your horse in good health. If you see any changes in your horse that are out of the ordinary for your horse, you should be concerned about this and address it in the appropriate manner as soon as possible. It is essential to assess the following aspects of your horse's health while performing wellness checks on him. First, make sure to subscribe to our channel as we keep posting amazing horse-related videos. Let's dive in. Perform a health check on the horse. In order to get an accurate picture of your horse's general health, it is essential to check the vital signs of your horse. When conducting a check of your horse's vital signs, you will need to take readings of his digital pulse, temperature, heart rate, respiration rate, gum color, and abdominal noises. The outcomes of the points mentioned above should help ensure that your horse is in good health. When your horse is at rest is unquestionably the greatest time to check his vital signs because you will be able to see any significant changes in his condition much more readily. The state of the teeth of horses. As human beings, we are aware of how debilitating dental pain can be. To tell you the truth, the teeth of your horse are susceptible to dental problems in the same manner as ours are. If you don't check at your horse's teeth, though, it's possible that you won't even be aware that he's having any issues with them. If your horse is still young, you should examine its teeth at least once a year, in our opinion. However, it is essential to check the horse's teeth once every 3 to 6 months while they are becoming older. Checkups at the dentist on a regular basis and good oral hygiene both contribute to the maintenance of healthy chewing and efficient digestion. It may be quite challenging for your horse to eat if he is dealing with dental issues, such as jagged edges, on his teeth. The following is a list of some of the more obvious indicators that your horse may be experiencing dental problems. Absence of appetite or reluctance to eat, putrid odor coming from the mouth or nose, chewing at a slower pace than is typical, aggression and resistance to being tamed or controlled by others, shaking of the head, reluctance to go in the desired direction, to bolt or to rear an animal. If you observe any of these symptoms in your horse, it is imperative that you consult with a veterinary dentist as soon as possible so that they can diagnose the issue and recommend an appropriate treatment. Ears, eyes, and noses that are in good health on the horse. A horse in good health will have a natural disposition that is attentive and receptive to his surroundings. Your horse should have ears that are flicking backwards and forwards or held softly forward or to the side if he is healthy. If he is not healthy, his ears will be still. Your horse's eyes should be clear and bright. The skin should only be a delicate pink color, the nose should be clean, and the horse should breathe normally. The condition of your horse's limbs can provide valuable insight into its general well-being. If you have any concerns about the ears, eyes, or nose of your horse, you should have your horse examined by an experienced veterinarian as soon as possible. A veterinarian from Healthy Skin and Coat examining the horse's health. In addition to this, the condition of your horse's skin and coat can be a very good indicator of how well your horse is doing overall. A horse in good health ought to have skin that is velvety and supple, with a natural flexibility. If your horse is in good health, the coat on his body should be glossy and smooth. In the event that this is not the case, it is possible that your horse is displaying symptoms of an underlying health problem. Grooming your horse on a regular basis and feeding it the right food are two of the most important things you can do to keep your horse's skin and coat in good condition. It's possible that your horse isn't feeling well due to a lack of grooming and proper nutrition rather than an underlying health concern. Functions of the body that are not typical. Horses spend the most of their day consuming food and water. Therefore, it is not unusual for horses to throw up a few times every few hours while they are eating. If you notice that your horse is having trouble performing typical body functions, this could be a sign of possible digestion and health difficulties. If you observe any alterations in the functions of the horse's body, you should immediately contact your veterinarian and have your horse examined by a qualified specialist. The health of your horse in its physical form. A horse in good health should have a body weight that is neither too high nor too low, but should have a good amount of muscle. A horse that is in good physical condition should have exceptional levels of muscle development and fitness, in addition to a defined and well-defined muscle tone. Regularly monitoring the intensity and duration of your horse's workouts is essential if you want to keep your equine companion in tip-top shape. Alterations in one's physical condition that occur all of a sudden may point to underlying medical conditions. Therefore, it is essential to keep a close eye on the level of physical activity and condition that your horse exhibits on a regular basis. Hooves and limbs from a horse. Lameness and other issues might arise if a horse's foot condition is not diagnosed and addressed as soon as possible. Many health issues that affect horses begin in their hooves. Even very modest problems with the foot can lead to more serious infections or even disability. Therefore, it is vital to conduct a daily foot evaluation and cleaning in order to ensure early detection of any abnormalities. Through early detection, any foot troubles that may arise can be prevented from progressing into more significant issues. In an ideal world, a horse in good health should have no trouble walking, standing, or even cantering. A healthy horse should also be able to have his weight distributed evenly across all four of his feet. If your horse is unable to accomplish this, there may be a more serious problem lurking beneath the surface. If you give your horse's hooves a thorough cleaning every day, you should be able to spot any injuries or problems early on, which will help you avoid more major foot issues in the future. How to keep your horse's hooves in good condition. Bring your horse's health back to normal. Even though horses have relatively sturdy backs, they are vulnerable to a wide variety of health issues and can get sick very fast. The tightness or stiffness of the muscles of a horse's back is the condition that occurs most frequently. You should perform regular back examinations on your horse to look for any signs of stiffness, soreness, or hollowing. It's possible that bruising or signs of strain are actually indicative of more serious disorders. Therefore, it is imperative that you perform routine checks on your horse's back to look for the following indicators of a bad back: uneven muscular development, for example, bucking or bolting, creating a hollow in the back, putting up a fight while being ridden, when mounted, dipping, rigidity on one of the sides, unusual responses to being touched. If any of the aforementioned symptoms are present in your horse, it is quite likely that he is dealing with some kind of back pain or injury. Because injuries to a horse's back can be rather serious, it is critical that you have your horse examined as quickly as you possibly can after the incident. Make appointments for routine veterinary exams to ensure your horse remains healthy. The most important thing you can do to ensure the well-being of your horse is to take it in for routine checkups at the veterinarian. Checking in on your horse on a frequent basis to look for any signs of illness or injury is essential, as was stressed throughout this piece. Checking your horse's health on a regular basis is one of the most important things you can do to maintain it in good condition. So was this video helpful for you? Let us know in the comments section below. Also, if you're new to our channel, then subscribe us before leaving.